Sports Snippets! Dennis Sullivan, how are you? Happy Monday. We start a new week here to talk a little Miami Marlins with you. As we're getting started on this 12th of April, if you like the content of this particular video, go ahead and tap that thumbs up button. That would be awesome, guys. And also consider subscribing to my channel, Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. Hit that notification bell also for future videos. Let's get started, guys. Let's get started. There's a few things to discuss. Regarding the Marlins. As we all know, Sunday's game was a rain out, so there was no game to be played between the New York Mets and Miami Marlins, which actually was the rubber game, if you will, the best of three deciding game of that series, but not to be played on Sunday, as the Marlins will now go on to play the Braves in Atlanta, which I'll get to in a second. Going to get to the snippets board and want to talk about Saturday night's win and Saturday night's game, as now that is the last game as I put this video together that the Marlins have played. And it was a victory, pretty much a must win. I mean, in a way. I know it's on a 162 Major League Baseball schedule. 162 games is a lot, as we all know. And to be playing only your 8th game of the season, technically, was it a must-win? Of course not. But the Marlins really needed a win, and they did exactly get that on Saturday night, courtesy of Trevor Rogers, TR. I kept the snippets board extremely simple today, and I'll get to the significance of each point here throughout this video. But Trevor Rogers was absolutely fantastic Saturday night. He would scatter 3 hits over 6 innings, allowing no runs whatsoever, 2 walks, and count them, 10. That's right, 10 strikeouts for Trevor Rogers. Gets his first win of the season. Marlins improved to 2-6, but hey, when you start off 1-6 and you're sitting there in last place, and after getting swept against the Cardinals, the Marlins really needed this one, and they got picked up by Mr. Trevor Rogers. 24. Now, in this particular game, this was a 3-0 victory for the Marlins. There was a lot of good pitching in this one, guys. A lot of good pitching Saturday night. 24 I put on here because that represents the total number of strikeouts between the 2 starting pitchers, which is fantastic. You hardly ever see a number like that unless someone, in this case, Jacob DeGrom for the Mets, was equally as impressive, if not more impressive, as he would go 8 innings, allowing just 5 hits, only 1 run. And get this, DeGrom did not walk anyone, and he struck out 14. So you add 10, which was the Rogers strikeouts, to DeGrom's 14. We got 24 strikeouts by the 2 starting pitchers. That was something else. The difference in this game, though, was the fact that the Marlin bullpen was fantastic in this game, guys. Fantastic. It would limit between Rogers' effort and the bullpen. The Mets would only scrounge out 3 hits. That's it. The New York Mets would only get 3 hits in this game. Brandon Nimmo would have a base hit. Dominic Smith would have a hit. And Jacob DeGrom, actually, the pitcher, had one of the 3 Met hits. Nimmo's hit was a double, so that was their only extra base hit, and that was it. Mets had no offense going whatsoever. The bullpen was the difference in this game, guys, as the Met bullpen did not come through for them at all, or DeGrom, who was fantastic. And the Marlin bullpen, if there's, besides the awesome start by Rogers, if there's one big plus to look at from Saturday night, the bullpen was fantastic, which I'll get to right now. Dylan Floro, Richard Blyer, and Yimi Garcia would pitch 3 scoreless innings, an inning each. Floro goes 1 inning with only, 1 hit allowed. He didn't allow any hits. and he did not walk anyone. It looks like no, he just pitched an inning, basically had a strikeout, as did Blyer. So Floro and Blyer basically were awesome. I mean, they pitched the 7th and the 8th, and that was a key part of this game. They each had a strikeout, and then Yimi Garcia would come in the 9th inning, and he would pick up the save. He would pitch the 9th, and he would also have a strikeout. So each of the Marlin relievers would pitch 1 inning and get 1 strikeout, allowing no runs at all and no hits. So, I mean, that was awesome. And he gets his first save of the year, does Yimi Garcia. As we all know, the Marlin bullpen has been, shall we say, in a bit of a, a bit of a bullpen controversy in a sense. Like, who do we have closing, and that type of thing. And there's been some problems with the bullpen as far as productivity last year, guys, the 3rd worst statistically in the National League. So to see this type of effort from the Marlin bullpen was very, very, very encouraging, guys. So that was awesome to see. The Marlin offense, basically, Corey Dickerson would go 0 for 4. Just going to run through this real quick. Starling Marte hit 2nd. He would go 2 for 4 and score a run. Jesus Aguiar was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Garrett Cooper 0 for 4. Brian Anderson 0 for 4 and a run scored. Jazz Chisholm hit a home run in this one, a solo home run to right field. That was great to see for the second baseman. That was a nice hit, great shot, and great to see that. Miguel Rojas would have 2 hits for the Marlins, 2 for 4 and an RBI. Chad Wallach would go 1 for 4. Adam Duvall would have a pinch hit double for the Marlins. So it was a nice team effort overall. The bullpen would come through, as mentioned, for the Marlins. For the Mets, their bullpen, Edwin Diaz would come in. He would pitch 2/3 of an inning, but that's really where the trouble would happen for the Met bullpen. He would allow 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and he wouldn't strike anyone out. So Diaz basically allowed 2 of the 3 Marlin runs. Familia would come in and just face 1 batter, and in that batter that he would face, he would strike that batter out. So he pitched a perfect 1/3 of an inning, would Familia for the Mets. So that's it, guys. 2-6 after a horrendous 1-6 start. The Marlins move on to Atlanta for 4 games, guys, against the Braves. Can we figure out a way, maybe, just to get 2 of those 4 games? I'll take a split. I'll be excited if we split those 4 games. That would be awesome. From that point, after those 4 games, so the next 9 games, before I close this video out, just want to briefly touch on the next 9 games for the Marlins and how that shapes up. So you're in Atlanta for 4. Then you go back home for 5, and that's 3 against the San Francisco Giants, who are an improved team, pretty good team, but at least we get them at home, and then 2 at home against the Baltimore Orioles. So, got to get through the, 2-6 start is rough, obviously, and then you got to get through this tough 4-game series with Atlanta, which will not be easy under any stretch of the imagination. I mean, that's one of the big favorites in the National League. Let's keep in mind, guys, this team, the Atlanta Braves, was basically a game away from appearing in the World Series, would lose to the eventual World Series champion, Los Angeles Dodgers, who look awesome again this year. I was watching them the other night. So they look really good. So let's just keep our hopes up. Season's just getting started. Marlins getting started, restarted in Atlanta. Let's cheer them on. I'm going to come back on here, do some more videos regarding the Marlins with their season as it progresses. If you want me to discuss any topics in particular regarding the Marlins or baseball in general, leave me a comment. I can't promise I will get to that, but I'll see what I can do. So for now, guys, this is Dennis Sullivan saying I will see you. Yes, you very soon. Go Marlins. Bye for now.